You're watching Blythe Natural Living. I'm your host, Blythe Metz. Joining me is Sandy Skinner, designer and owner of ecoSkin. We are talking about sustainable textiles, and more specifically hemp. So you're using hemp in your designs. This is hemp. This is hemp.
What I have on.
What you have on is hemp.
Yeah, yeah.
So why are you using hemp? What's so special about hemp for a textile?
You talk about superfoods all the time.
Yeah.
Hemp is kind of known as a super fiber.
Awesome.
It's one of these great textiles that does not require pesticides.
Which is huge because the pesticides used on fabrics is obscene.
Yeah.
And remember, these pesticides are like washing into the water. They're getting into the ground. I mean, there is an effect.
Yes.
There's definitely an effect
getting into
for
the
these
ground
pesticides.
And then gets in the food that we eat.
Absolutely.
And the food that we digest and all of that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The other thing that's great about it, it's has the ability to crowd out weeds. So it's has extremely dense.
Right.
And can turn itself over very, very quickly compared to most
100 days, right?
Yes.
Or like 14 weeks.
Yes, 100
So we're
days.
growing a crop in 14 weeks.
Yep.
Which is amazing.
Unheard of. Yep.
Which is also used for plastics and food and fuel.
Yep. Yeah.
Fuel, which is really important. I mean, there's innumerable benefits actually to hemp.
Yeah. And hemp can be made into multiple different fabrications.
Right.
We use it in clothing, and so that's big in my line, but it can be used in for home furnishings, for silks, for a million different fabrications.
Yeah, BMW is using it in the interior of their cars now, and like the plastic. Wow. Absolutely.
That's amazing.
Well, what's interesting is about, I think it's 21 states in the United States have legalized industrial hemp growth for, the industrial hemp growth for use in food and fuel and textile, but we're still waiting for the federal approval. So once the U.S. can grow the hemp, will you see like your fabrics will be cheaper, right? Because you're having to like import them.
Right now, we import the yarn and we weave that yarn into a fiber, but you cannot grow hemp currently in the United States. So it's still illegal because 100 years ago was, the same type of thing as growing marijuana, and so it's still ridiculous, but you cannot grow it in the United States.
But now we can grow marijuana.
Yeah, exactly.
Now marijuana is legal all over the place, but hemp isn't, which is pretty silly.
Yeah.
But it's competitive capitalism.
Yes.
It's because hemp replaces paper.
Yep.
It replaces oil. I mean, it really does replace
cotton.
oil. So cotton. Yeah. And so these are like huge industries that don't want to replace it.
Yeah.
My question is, why aren't these industries just getting into hemp? I mean, a feedstock that grows in 14 weeks? I mean, come on.
Yeah, because, well, first of all, they can't do it in the U.S. because it's still not legal. So, I mean, it needs to be legal for them to be able to do that.
But big business can really do anything they want because they just pay to say, I mean, it's because of them that it is illegal.
It's true.
So they could change that. Yeah.
But I also think it has this stigma behind it that people still think, oh, hemp, marijuana, blah, blah, blah. They don't really understand how great of a fabric it is and what it can be used for. And like anything, change takes so much time. It's not like somebody can just wake up tomorrow and Obama can say, okay, we're going to make this legal. It has to go through this whole rigmarole of approvals, and unfortunately it takes a long time to be able to do it. But I think the more the public requests it, the more the public talks about it, the more the public talks to their representatives and makes a big deal about it and goes on the website. What's the website that you were talking about that I've seen you posted?
VoteHemp.com.
Yes.
VoteHemp is an important website. Yeah.
Because people make a difference. It's the individual consumer.
You matter so much.
That goes in, and if you speak, your voices can be heard, and that's how we create change. And the thing is, I think people don't realize, they're like, oh, I'm just one person, I can't make a difference, but everybody makes a difference. And with that, you can change entire industries. You can give jobs to a ton of people that were previously being overseas.
Well, and so many of the textile plantations are like desolate. They're like out of business, and it's like if we could bring those back. I mean, there's empty textile mills all over New Hampshire.
I mean, think about how you could change growing from tobacco to hemp. What a great change that would be. How much of amazing of a difference that could make in so many people's lives. So, and
it's also putting more oxygen in the air. When we're growing hemp for textiles, we're improving air quality everywhere, which you can't say that about every feedstock necessarily.
No. It's an exciting thing because you can use it in food, fabrics, textiles. There's many plastics, like you said. It's not just one thing that hemp can be used for. And
we touched upon this in another segment that we talked about the importance of sustainable fabrics. So check out that segment. But we talked about also the fact that hemp can be a silk, it can be a linen, it can be like a knit, like a woven like knit sweater, or this is also called a knit. But
yes,
is this called a knit? But what's like the woven type
A woven
textile?
is hard when you pull the wovens. It doesn't. It's kind of when you feel it. You know, it stays. There's no. It's where this. If you feel it and you go like this, you see stretches. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I love that quality about it too, because it can be denim.
Yep.
You know, it can be thick curtains.
Absolutely.
It can be furniture.
Yep.
Upholstery.
Yep.
It can be a lot of great things.
So I think the biggest thing is to have people know that they can make a difference. They can shop and buy hemp. They can push to have it legalized, and they can really, make change.
It'll help make it legal, which will be amazing.
Yeah.
So we have an offering for you guys. Sandy is giving you 25% off her spring line in February and March.
Yes.
So go to ecoskincollections.com and put in Blythe as the coupon code and shop away. It's 25% off. So that's such an awesome discount. Thank you so much.
It's great. Yeah. I mean, we love it. We love to work with you. So
thank you.
Of course, you're the perfect model for everything.
Thank you so much. I mean, it's so comfortable.
Yeah.
And they wash so well. You know, it's like throw in the dryer. I mean, I have pieces that I've had for years, and they're still like great.
I have pieces at 5 years old that I still wear. They still look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me. It's wonderful to be here.
Yay. Feel good, friends. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Mwah. Hope you liked that video. Please subscribe to my channel. And for more healthy, happy lifestyle living, go to BlytheNaturalLiving.com. See you there.